the right. Hey, Pixel. How are you? I'm doing all right, thanks. Glad I'm off work because, you know, things. Want to get rid of control because right now you have to press control and click the item and it puts the entire stack. I would rather it be left click puts one and right click puts the stack. But here I'm only doing transfer item with on click. There's no on right click. Event trigger right click? Is it always unity event trigger right click? When is all this from? 2015? No, that's too old. Can we get anything that's not literally 10 years old? Literally? Found something cool. But it's 12 megabytes per second, which is just not enough for high motion videos. Yeah, in general, if I have everything, all my screens are 1080p. And if I have the option to view higher resolution, I always choose it. It'll always look better. It's it's kind of like, I don't know if you have OLED. I don't have anything that's OLED or any of these super high resolution screens. Yeah, exactly. If that option exists, do that for sure. But like, have you ever watched a 1080p video on a 4K screen? It looks like shit. It looks like junk, man. But because it's putting each pixel on of the video is being shown on 4 pixels of the screen. When you do the reverse and you're watching on a smaller screen something that's much bigger, it's shoving 4 pixels in one spot and you get much higher detail. It seems kind of weird, but it is that's basically what Macs do with their what are Retina screens. They're forcing 4 pixels to exist in the space of 1 pixel. And so you just get super high res. I mean, it's probably more complicated than that, but like if you really dumb it down to the most dummy place that you could get. Yeah, I can imagine. I'll try this. This looks really simple. See what this does. We're gonna do, this is UI. We're gonna do I have other things that are called like hello APOC. How are you? Oh, right click button. I don't know. As well as can be. That's pretty good. Doing waypoint system for your game. That's pretty cool. How do I use this? I don't think I like that. Because I don't think it's going to work. But I don't know. Maybe it does. Well, back to the classics, I guess. I want to add the other ones kind of. Once more. Sorry, everyone. Going right back into this album. Because this is what I now listen to until further notice. if I have this, how can I add? What does this look like? I don't want to edit the script, but I do want to see it. Would be wonderful. Life would be wonderful. Mm, 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 mm. Would be wonderful. Life would be wonderful. Maybe I can shove this directly on the slot here. But then I still need to do this. And that way this, now, if I save it, and we go over here, and I take this off, life would be wonderful. Would be wonderful. It worked on one of them. Why does it only work occasionally? What did this guy say? Close but not quite on pointer click takes a base event data param. Base event data param. And here we cast it as on pointer click as a pointer event data. No. So why was that working? Here. I mean, it's not that bad. Here I could just say, no. Uh, hmm. I could send in a bool of left mouse. It'll always be true on the button, and then in the thing I just send in false. Bool is left button. Well, I don't want to change the thing. Is not left button. So it's the right button, we're doing that. Left button, we do that. And then we go over here. No, we don't. We save this. Then we go over here. No, no. True. And then this, we're going to take in the container display slot. Container display slot. Container display slot. And here we say container display slot, transfer the item, false. Beep, beep, beep. I could, at this point, on pointer click. If it's the right one, we also well, no, that doesn't quite make sense. But this seems to be not bad. It's working. I don't remember what the stack transfer for the gamepad is. Transfer. Gamepad. There we go. Button north. So that shouldn't change. We'll try. Button north. Y. Oh, look at that. Nothing is selected here. And that worked. Yeah. Okay, so the several things can happen here. Left control I don't care about anymore. Toggle event. Toggle event. I don't know what that is. We're going to just clean this script up a bit. With that. What the hell is that? I'm not doing right clicks anywhere else, right? I don't think so. Nobody is selected. I need someone to be selected when I open, and that can't happen. I don't know how I do that. Hold on. Shirt on. Hello. Well, am I doing this elsewhere, maybe? Ah, well, on inventory display, on disable. Well, this is it's only in the inventory and in containers. So inventory display UI and container. Oh no. Local goods also. Anything that's using that. So no, this is not the way of doing this. Here, here we're closing the tip panel, and we can also then quickly jump into item, what? Item, who's it? Item information. Item information display sense dot hide item name. It might not get all of the cases. And I'm not sure if escape does it. Please. Last night my dad was trying to rework the text that I sent him for the intro to the game. And so he asked me questions about my game. And so then I answered him about those questions he had. And so it forced me to think about my game. And I just gave him like a very short rundown about what my game is about, how it works. Here's a couple of mechanics. And it made me feel like my game is very rich. It has a lot going on. It does have if you look at the game and don't question what the mechanics are, you're going to think to yourself that it's a simple game, right? Compared to like some high-tech 3D game that's gorgeous and all that, where you're automatically going to think to yourself, there's a lot of shit going on. Mechanic wise, you know. But I've got a shit ton of little mechanics all over the place, and they all work very nicely together, and they do their little thing. It all needs to be, what's it called? Balanced still. Balancing is way off kilter. But the general idea of the game is kind of nice and yeah, well, he didn't play games. He tried I mean, he was playing what, pinball, I guess would have been his generation's games, was pinballs. And he still remembered the sounds of Super Mario Bros. When I was a kid, and I had an NES. And I played Super Mario Bros. Into the fucking ground. And I was showing that to my nephew like 8 years ago or something. And my dad walked in and heard the music, and he goes, "Oh God, I remember that music. Jeez." It was like kind of that threw him way back. It was interesting to see his reaction to seeing my nephew play. But then, like, maybe 5 years ago or something, I don't know if he was trying to get closer to me somehow, or if it was just a genuine interest. He randomly bought a fucking Switch and was trying to play Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And speaking of my dad, he sent me an email right now. In Pages. Okay, add to Drive, I guess, because I can't open Pages. Wait, I just want to see it. I can see it here. Maybe I can open it and open. Okay, I don't know, dude. What? Room is. How can I fucking open I don't have pages. By using pages? What? But so you're not displaying a fucking pages file. Oh my god, you're the worst. This is all for people that have a fucking Mac. Sorry. Not convoluted, I swear to God. Hey, let's look at what my dad wrote. Hello, Indie Mania. I'm the official spokesman for Julian Thompson. You look into a fantastical world of mysterious forces. Where then have demoralized and overwhelmed. More beautiful place, more energy and power you have to jump higher and run faster. It's not okay. He's getting close. He didn't quite grasp what I wrote, but okay. It's a serene, open-ended game designed to immerse you in a living painting. Explore diverse and beautiful ecosystems, discover mysteries, secrets, and wonders. Engage in games within the game. It's a good way of talking about mini games. To explore the mysterious flora and fauna. You look into it still needs to be is a world. It's still the title. Granted, it's a weird title, but it's still the title. A Look Into is a world where you farm and harvest, craft tools, make workplaces, which unlock new and mysterious recipes, which give you fresh capabilities. A Look Into is a world where you take pride in helping various communities you encounter. Don't forget to smell the flowers along the way. William Thompson is an artist turned game developer. A few years ago, he started working on this game to create an isometric tile set, and it evolved into the biggest art project of his life. Well, he developed the game solo and did so while streaming live on Twitch. With a loving and caring community of followers, he made them listen to strange and evocative music. Might be a few years before the game is finished, but rest assured it will be the best thing since Arrowheads. It's not bad. He got confused at a couple of bits and pieces. It's cute though. I'm happy he's trying to help out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You look into uh God, I imagine he just doesn't have Google Drive. I'm gonna have to assume he doesn't have Google Drive. This would be the easiest place for us to fucking work on this, but edit what I've written. What did he say? Edit what I've written, and I'll do some more recording. I think the deal here is that I need to start with introducing me and then the game. I'm gonna have to think about it. We're not gonna deal with it right now. I'm gonna put weird music back on. What am I looking at and why am I looking at it? Tony. I'm gonna have to change this shit then. Oh, and you. Okay, hold on. Inventory display. Oh, it is. It's written. Might not. Oh. This needs to happen when we show the container. Daddy. Meow. Dum, 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 dum. Remember the day in December. Meow, 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 meow. That's really cool. I really like that I can now do that like this. And now I could do something like a shift click or control click to like transfer half. Boom, bum, 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 bum. We don't transfer anything here. I don't know what type of notification. No, not notification. Tips we have when we open the thing. Oh, and now when we go into the chest, something should be selected, right? Hey, something's selected. Cool. Sweet. Sweet. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Changed. Changed. Ooh, no, hello. Changed. Boop, boop. Uh, transferring items to from a container. Transferring stacks of items to from a container. Now is now is done with right click instead of PTRL plus left click. Email. What is this? Beekeeper's daughter. Fucking bot, man. Stones and sticks. What do you research to get this? I can't remember. Can't remember. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Mill. Wheat. Interesting. I guess the crystals could give it to you. Still shard. Or stone. Maybe just stone could give it to you. There's no reason it wouldn't be stone, honestly. Which now gives you that for 10. You get those two. But we could do like if you have 50 of them, you get a mill. What does the mill take to make? 20 stone. So let's go with 50 stone. You need 50 stone to be able to research it. And it takes 50 stone to craft. Yeah, I like that. When you get the recipe, you have enough to make it. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, this one's a bop too. Anyhow. Broken, broken, is broken. Open, open, as they're broken. Um, what do I want to do? Ooh, dude. Way to go. My dad's cool, man. He can be a weirdo, but my dad's a really cool guy. I don't know if anyone of you know Bombino. Does he's a Tuareg, but he does rock music. He's a great, incredible fucking guitarist. And I've seen him 5 or 6 times in concert so far. Uh, Only once it was kind of half-assed. All the other times, fucking kick-ass, man. And my dad just wrote saying he's gonna go see Bombino at on the plaza. It's so fucking cool. Good for fucking him, man. Is it? Na, 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 na. Ah. Right on for my dad for going out and going to see Bombino. That's really cool. I'm really happy for him that if he does that. He's like 70 something or other. 76 or something, 77? I don't know, something like that. Going to a rock concert. That's cool. I'm happy for him. So, maybe you can make blue strawberry juice or blue strawberry jam or blue strawberry blue strawberry something you'd want to put dried blue strawberries. No, not dried. uh Blue strawberry. I can only think of jam right now. Blue strawberry jam. But like, or juice. Juice might be better. That way it's just a drink. And you're not just gulping down a jar of jam. You're gulping down a juice. Because I'm basically I don't need I mean I'm gonna do more thank you, Lunibs. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you very much. Turns you into a Smurf for 10 seconds. I'm honestly racking my brain trying to figure out, is that a thing that I could do somehow? A few too many complications for the time being. But I really like the idea. Now I'm wondering, like, do I have a, you can craft the mill. And the mill can make flour out of wheat, but can also make juice out of fruit. Kind of makes sense, right? It's not crazy, right? Using a mill to make juice. That or I have to fucking make a juicer. Maybe I have to make a juicer. I don't know what it would look like though. And the mill seems pretty straightforward. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably free. Most of the, if there's a concert at the plaza, it's going to be free. Same as if it's at the rail yard. You don't know Bambino? We shall. You don't. You. I've listened to Bambino on the stream before. I mean, maybe not. No, I've listened to albums. He's great, man. I fucking, some of these albums are part of my favorite albums ever. Nomad, Azel. Well, I thought there were three that I like. Nomad and Azel, in any case, are incredible. Oh, and Agadez. There you go. Azel, Nomad, and Agadez. Those are the three albums that are without fault. This one's one of my favorites. Wait, why did the fuck? Yeah, I play them a lot. Yeah, I play it a lot. He's an incredible guitarist. And a very sweet man, at least from what I've seen. Woo! I have to stop adding shit over here, though. I know that much. I want you to leave here and come back to it when you need to for blue strawberries or for the crystal shards. Okay, fuck it. What lives here? What lives here? We have a dude here that when you fix his little store, he sells, I forget what, nuts, and he sells things that only he can gather. The terrace, right? He finds ginger, pignons, acorns, cassava, and turmeric. I don't know what we do with acorns, but cassava and turmeric is going to need to be transformed to be edible. That's why they're not consumables. Ginger and pignon are directly consumable. A huge anthill. I did. Does it still exist? I must have gotten rid of it. There used to be the drawing of I had an ant at one point. I did have an ant. And I tried to get it to walk up cliffs. But it got off too late. And now I know why. I bet ants would now work visually. Because I wanted ants. I want ants. Ants would be awesome in this game. No? And the idea was to have them go out from their thing and just gather shit and bring it back. And so they could pick blue strawberries and they could pick fiber and they could pick whatever. This guy gathers pignons and ginger and turmeric and stuff. Maybe the guy that lives here needs to be a recluse. And maybe that's too close to this. Maybe it needs to be more like here. And we have... You know what we don't have? Would be so much fun if you drop something. They should create tiny ant trails, but sounds very difficult to pull off. No, that was the whole point of having the ant trails. I can show you. Woo! This thing. An ant colony simulation. So he has a thing where the ant walks around, always going for the thing that it has in its vision. And they're all doing it like that. And this is random still. But at some point, he gets them to leave a trail. One where they're leaving, where they're looking for food. One where they're looking for food, the red one, and the blue one when they're going back home, as soon as they've collected something. And so they walk around randomly and leave a trail of going to food and a trail of going back home. That way, another ant that lands on this trail will go here. Bringing us to this type of thing. And no, red to go back home and blue to leave home. And then they're just depleting this source here. It's really neat. I would love this. And they don't need to be 5,000 of them, you know. They could, if they're just 10 or whatever, that's cool. But you get something like this at the end, which I think is really neat. Where it is random for a while, and then at some point they end up in these paths. And they'll do the thing until the thing is done, and then they go random for a while until they find another thing, and then they do that again. Yeah, it is somewhat realistic. It's not incredibly realistic. It's like super simple, but it looks great. I love the idea. And then you have the ants doing one singular thing. And then at some point they go into random mode again until they find something, and They left a trail behind them that you go to, and this then brings him to this, which is doing mold. Which at high velocity does this. Which is fucking awesome. It's creating these trails, right? Same thing as the ants. It's just that it's mold. And so then he does a bunch of them with different variants and it's really neat. I would love to do this. But I need ants that would be able to climb a cliff and then walk there. They would need to be able to walk, climb down, and walk. Or walk, climb up, and walk. Yeah, and then slowly growing mold and moss would be very neat. I would love that type of thing. I wouldn't know how to begin programming it so that my drawings are the things being conveyed. I would have to work it into my drawings, and that part is not. I don't want just pixels doing pixely things. I would want actual a vine with a leaf and a vine with a leaf, you know, growing, and that would be really neat, but I'd have to. Which is not what we're here for. We need something that lives here. Right there. With a beer in my mouth and yeah, I have the only thing that actually interacts with the environment right now is the deer. It walks around, and if it lands on a piece of grass that the player could pick, fiber, it eats the piece of grass, taking it out of the world, meaning that the player can no longer gather that piece of fiber that was right there. Which I really enjoy that idea. You can walk around and gather things, but here's the deal. So can fucking everything else. I really want that. And I have to program it. I have to figure out what is it that you know, like what's a squirrel picking up that the player would also be able to pick up. I don't have anything that's on that. That Venn diagram doesn't have any overlap at the moment. And so I would have to invent something that the squirrel finds that would take that specific item out of the world that the player would also be able to interact and gather. And then, on top of all of this, I need to then determine how do I feel about, yeah, exactly, the world. You're just a visitor. This is the whole point of the title, A Look Into. You have very limited access to this world. The world, I want you to think that the world would exist regardless of your existence. The world doesn't exist because you exist. It exists because it exists. You just happen to be in it. That's definitely the approach, right? But so what would a squirrel gather that the player could also gather? We have acorns, but there's no visual acorn on the ground. And I don't know how much I want. But so there's that whole aspect. But then there's also would an owl eat a mouse? But then this now, that question brings up the question of, is that a violent act? Are we going into violence in the game if an owl will eat a mouse? So it's not going into competition with you as the player, because you can't do anything with the mouse. But or does the mouse, can the mouse like eat a flower? I don't know. It feels kind of weird to think that I'm only allowing vegetarian animals. Yeah, they could pick up branches, yeah. Vexord. It's a good point. But you know, if I proclaim I'm making a non-violent game, and then I have owls eating mice, it's maybe it might be kind of different, but it's one of those things in Stardew Valley that kind of bugs me. Is okay, you can't kill your cows, you can't it was a thing that used to be a thing. You would gather the meat from the cows and you'd have to slaughter your cow. And he took that out of the game because of the violence and because of vegetarianism and all of that. But then you can have rabbits. And those rabbits drop rabbits' feet. They just drop fucking rabbits' feet. Those fucking things don't grow back. And that has always felt so jarringly violent. These poor rabbits that exist, and they lose a foot every now and then. It's like, holy shit, are you serious? they grow back. But so it's just that I remain with this question of what is this imaginary line I'm drawing between violence and nonviolence in a video game? It's an imaginary line, right? And that line can be anywhere. So where is it that I'm drawing that line? What is and is not violence in the bounds that I invent? Or where are the bounds of violence that I'm inventing? And it's an interesting question always, I find, because it's not an easily answerable one. But none of this is solving what lives here in this very specific bit of the land. What lives here? Just see it every time it regrows it. Yeah. A bear lives there. Ooh. Like an actual bear. Not like the player bear. An actual bear. With the cave and everything. What do you do with the bear? Can you be its friend? What does the bear do? What's its life about? It's hard to befriend a bear, yeah. Maybe it could just live its own life and you can observe it. Oh, maybe he's the one. Yeah, a real bear. Yeah, yeah. Because we have beehives. I think there's one here somewhere. There's a beehive. We have beehives. So maybe if the bear finds a beehive, he will take honey from the beehive, and at that point drops honey and beeswax. No, the bees continue living their little lives, but a bear comes along, interacts with the beehive, does its thing, but that is what is allowing honey and beeswax to be an item you can pick up. You can't get it out of the bees hive on your own. The bear does that. Maybe it can give you a... Maybe that's what it does. That would be a really neat quest line. That's what the bear does. It walks around and it can gather honey, and it can gather honey. When it gathers honey, honey and beeswax drops on the ground. The player can interact with that. If you observe the bear... Wait, am I still on? I am. Sorry, I didn't realize the camera was turned off. Hello. I was getting all excited and talking with my hands and shit. Sorry. So it does that. And then you can observe the animal, the bear, with your spyglass. And maybe you get a recipe out of it. You have to observe the bear like 10 times. You'll be right back? Okay, well, I'll wait for you to come back. Tell me when you're back. Sorry. When you observe the bear enough times, you get a recipe to be able to craft an accessory that you can equip. That then allows you, the player, to interact directly with beehives and gather wax and or honey. I have to go to the bathroom, and this is the best song of the album. Oh my god! Let me click buttons. I'm gonna pause the song. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, but here's another chunk of deal with the... Here, let's start the song over. With the bear, having a little cave is a great idea, but we're on a bit of map where the caves would only be towards the player. I need caves to always be like here, away from the player. So maybe the bear lives over here, like up on the hill up here, and there are a bunch of beehives and shit. And we could have another bear. We could have several bears, right? We could have a bear that lives up here. We could have a bear that lives down here. We can have a bear over here. We could have a bear over here. In this hole or something. No, because it 1, 2. I think there's only 3 levels here. There are 2 here. 3. I could do a thing though. Maybe I could get a bear here. Or I add a whole mound. Here-ish. That it can go into. And there's a mound. With a cliff face. Can't see anything. It's very annoying. And the bear can live in here. Oh, I was way in the wrong spot there. It's a neat little cave, no? I kind of like this little spot. That little hole should be filled in, maybe even tapered here. This is all very similar. I could have this thing expand a bit more, do a different shape here, and then a different one on this one, and a slightly different one on this one. It's too this is so repetitive. Pa 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 pa. There's already a squirrel in there and everything. I think I kind of like this cave. Change that a bit. And then this whole psychedelic thing. really weird, but at least it's not I think I like that. That's all right. Has a somewhat good feel to it. Another Bambino. I never did these in the other direction. Boo me, boo! Boo me, boo! Now I have to do them. God damn it. But this is the direction that cave works. So we will do this though. Should probably get off and have dinner. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I have to have dinner. We're gonna save the world, I guess. Listen to this one, which is one of my absolute favorites. Not quite just save. I want to go walk on it. Make sure I saved it correctly. Maybe these two should be filled. And the bear lives with a chicken, apparently. It's like right fucking there. Maybe it should be more on the side here and going that way. Over here. And have the bear wander this direction and not towards the chicken. I think that would be a better feel to it. Fill this cave in. Build this up a bit. And over here, have that face, cliff face, and have, like, just turn this mountain 90 degrees type thing. Okay. That's going to have to happen. I'm not going to do it now. We'll listen to the next song. Maybe the one after, but probably not. Hmm. What am I going to watch tonight? Armageddon, apparently. Maybe this should just extend also, do a curve or something. It's a beautiful movie. If I don't, I'm thinking maybe you're not watching it because you have some reticence to it. It's a beautiful movie. It's weird as fuck, and yeah, I don't know how many Terry Gilliam movies you've seen. I still have it on mine too. I could watch that tonight. I might end up crying if I watch it though. I don't know if I want to cry tonight. Maybe. And not cry because the movie is sad, but cry because it means so much emotionally to me. And evokes things to me that maybe not everyone has. Have you seen the very, very, very first one? Just Mad Max? Have you ever watched it? A lot of people avoid it because it's fucking weird. And definitely the most violent one. Yes, of course. Okay. So I can only imagine you've seen all of them. There are only so many. There are the first three with Mel Gibson, and then there's the one with Charlize Theron, and then now this one, right? And that's it. The one with Charlize Theron was really good for what it is. I mean, I don't know. People fucking loved it. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was. Oh yeah, yeah, it was fun. I haven't watched Furiosa yet either. I want to. I like the actress a lot. I forget her name, but I like her a lot. She has a weird name anyway. It's no wonder I forget it. Last movie I saw in a theater was Terry Gilliam. When did that one come out? He's 83. Oh wow. I could rewatch Fear and Loathing and 12 Monkeys. The last one I saw was by Terry Gilliam, and it was The Zero Theorem. No, it wasn't the Zero Theorem. Damn it. Wait, he has a new movie from 2020? What? No. Director. I guess the last one I saw was The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. I should watch it again. So I've seen all of them, I guess, is the answer to that question. No, the Holy Family. Oh, it's short. He's he's directed some of my absolute favorite movies. Fucking no doubt about that. I'm going to download 12 Monkeys, Fear and Loathing, Baron Munchausen. I think I already did download Brazil. Maybe not. I'm gonna do a whole fucking Terry Gilliam thing. Tideland was fun. I should watch it again. I haven't watched it since. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Brazil and 12 Monkeys are two of my favorites. Time Bandits was fun. It's not incredible, but it's pretty fucking good. But you've never seen The Adventures of Baron Munchausen? It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun. With a very young, what's her name? What is her name? Uma Thurman. And Robin Williams is in it. Briefly. Sting also? I like Jonathan Pryce a lot. I like all of Terry Gilliam's movies. Fisher King, I think, is still my number one of his. The Crimson Permanent Assurance? I've never seen it. It's a short, apparently. No, I've never seen this. And, ooh, upcoming. Ooh. The Carnival at the End of Days. With Johnny Depp, Jason Momoa, Adam Driver. Jeff Bridges as God? How can you go wrong? He got them all. Exactly. In June 2024, so last month, he announced that it's scheduled to start filming in January. Okay. Oh God, I'm really looking forward to it now. But just how can you go wrong? If you're Terry Gilliam and you have Johnny Depp as Satan. Oh man, it just got better. Satan and God. And in between them is Adam Driver and Jason Momoa. I'm fucking down with that. Jeez. Holy shit. I don't really like Johnny Depp as an actor, but I know that Terry Gilliam is so good and very good with Johnny Depp. that it's gonna work out. He's already directed Adam Driver. Not sure he's already directed Jeff Bridges. No, of course, in my fucking favorite movie of all time. Yeah, he's both of those. Have you never seen one of my favorites with him is can we just see the fucking movies he's been in? Why is IMDb so shitty now? When did IMDb fucking become a pile of junk? Yes, see all. I didn't click the button to not see all. Motherfucker. I forget what it's called. That's why I'm looking through this like this. Starman. Have you seen Starman? I might download Starman. It's a John Carpenter movie, and it's the only movie John Carpenter had anything nominated for an Oscar. That thing being nominated was Jeff Bridges' performance. And yeah, it's an old one. When's it from? 83? What did I see? Starman, 84. It's a great one, though. It's really fucking good. Roar. I'm getting off. I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch tonight. 12 Monkeys? I could watch 12 Monkeys. Fisher King is still one of my favorites. I have it already. Tucker was a lot of fun. And yeah, of course, what else is Jeff Bridges going to be but Big Lebowski? K-Pax was fun. That was a good movie. Unfortunately, what's his fuck is in it. Oh, and he's in Tideland also? Oh yeah, he's the old man. Yeah. Huh. I haven't seen Tideland since it came out. Watch that again. Who's Harry Gilliam? Is that Terry Gilliam's kid? Looks like it so far. Harry, what Harry? You don't have any images? Oh yeah, parents Terry Gilliam. Well, I think I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna risk crying and watch The Fisher King. Risk crying as if I'm not gonna cry. Give me a break. Give me a break. As if I'm not gonna cry while watching The Fisher King. I'm gonna watch it because I have nothing else to do with my cry a bit. on that happy note, I shall see you guys tomorrow. No, I might see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go out and have a couple of drinks with some friends at the movie festival that's going on. It'll do me some good to see some real life humans. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, I might see you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Oh, just to be clear, I don't want to put you off of the Fisher King. There's nothing that should make you cry. Nothing should make you cry in the Fisher King. Me, it's more just of a. There's a shit ton of nostalgia. I have several life instances that coincide with it. And so for me, it will bring a bunch of feelings that will probably make me cry. I don't think it would make anyone else cry. There's no reason anyone else would cry watching that movie. I mean, other than the reasons that I gave on their own level. Anyway, enough of that. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Otherwise, Fritty. Because today's Wednesday. Fritty. Pub beer stream when? Ever? I mean, it's not like I don't drink at home, so. It's my own personal pub. A one-person pub. No one else is allowed. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Not if I see you first. Have a good evening, day, morning. Sprinkle. Bye. Bye, APOC.